Coach, take us back to the game against Boston. Charlie Lindgren making that save after his glove fell off and the puck hit him, I think, up on his forearm. That was a pretty insane play for a guy in a game that has no playoff ramifications. It just shows hockey players, especially goalies, those guys are a different breed. They're just going to keep playing till the whistle. They don't care that some of their equipment falls off. They'll put themselves in risk of great personal injury just to stop that puck from going in the net.
Yeah, I think he was in the heat of the battle there, just realizing what had happened. I mean, he had taken a couple of hard shots and moving around, the rebounds coming out, and he makes another save. His gloves was like a fire sale in there. And, he was able to make some pretty spectacular saves. He did all night. I thought he played a really good game and, gave us a chance to win. And just really good. It's unfortunate that he got hurt and dinged up and he's going to be out for a little bit with an upper body, but he did an amazing job on that night.
Talk about the way Dylan Strome assimilated himself to the roster this year. Really good signing by Brian McClellan in the offseason. He tallied 61 points so far with the game remaining tonight still to play. That's the most by a Cap in their first season with the club since Nick Backstrom all the way back in 07-08 when he had 69 points. Just a really good addition, a young player, obviously the McClellan values, signed into a longer-term deal. Talk about Strome's impact on the club.
He's had jumping in, and I think sometimes it's tough in your first year. You come to a new organization, but he's had a really good first year where I think he's actually gotten better as the season's gone on, and he's been on a bit of a hot streak right now, but somebody who's really kind of moved up the lineup and found himself playing with Alex quite a bit. And then when we had that month of December, they were paired together. I think it was him and Ovechkin and Sherry were the line, and they were really good. And so, always been out for the last couple of games, but Dylan continues to produce and score goals for us, make plays. He's found himself a lot more time on that first power play unit, and he's had himself a really good year that, in my opinion, when you come to a team, it takes a minute to get going. He's gotten stronger and stronger and better and probably playing his best hockey right now.
So, Coach, tell us what happens when the season closes, all right? So your last game's against the Devils. What happens Friday? I think your contract is up. What happens kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What happens?
Well, contracts don't, for coaches, I don't know about that. Coaches, it goes till the middle of the summer. So
okay,
we'll take care of business like we normally do, and there'll be some meetings and a lot of physicals for the players, and I think everybody wants to make sure that the players get out with a good bill of health, and there's always meetings that take place with the general manager, and so there's lots of. Friday will probably be a little bit of a slower day where we're playing tonight, and then we'll get set up and we'll push through the end of the year towards the weekend and into the week.
Coach, this is the last time we'll talk to you this year. I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on the playoffs in general. And Boston set the record for wins and points, which is incredible to me.
Yeah.
They're the overwhelming favorite to win the cup, but you know, Stanley Cup playoffs is different.
It's a gauntlet.
Yeah, it's a different animal, right? So just kind of, I don't know how much you actually care about the postseason or you're going to watch, but is there a team in the Eastern Conference that you think could give Boston trouble going forward?
I think there's lots of them. They could possibly have a first round opponent in Florida. I mean, Florida's got a good hockey team. We just played them the other night. I mean, they're kind of built the same way. They're strong. They're physical. They've got some great forwards and a really good defense. And Bobrovsky's been. I know he hasn't been playing a lot lately, but he's a world-class goalie too. And so you never know. I think there's teams in there that are younger and faster, like the Rangers and the Devils. You never know what's going to happen there. It's hard just to write Tampa Bay off, I think, and say, well, they're not going to make it. They can't get past Boston. So there's definitely teams in there, and I think that's what makes the playoffs so great, right? It's the fact that the competition elevates, and anybody can beat anybody. And certainly Boston has a good team. They've had an unbelievable year. But I think there's lots of good teams when it comes to the playoffs. There's lots of good teams, that get the chance to compete for a cup.
So will you be keeping tabs on Orlov and Hathaway in Boston during their run? Lars in Colorado, some of the guys who were dealt away at the deadline?
I don't think I'll be watching the game just to watch the players, but that's not to say that I won't watch, Boston play their first game or their opening game opponent and who they will be. But it was good. I got a chance to bump into Orly and Hath the other night. It was good to see them. They seem to fit in. They've acclimated pretty well and seem to be fitting in and enjoying it there in Boston. And that's good for them. A chance to play for the Cup is always exciting.
Coach, bringing it back to the Caps for just a second, how much do you think they'll be relying on some of the younger faces down in Hershey that spent the year there, like Connor McMichael, Hendrix Lapierre in the 23-24 campaign?
I think that Brian will go through it this summer and evaluate the roster and what we have here. And I think that, the big thing is finding space and room for them up here. And so I think McMichael's finished really strong by all accounts that we've heard down in Hershey. He's played really well, in the last 20 games or so. And so that's really good to hear. I think, with regard to Lappy, I think it'll come down to training camp and how his summer goes and, how he trains and comes into camp. And I think those things will factor into it next year for sure.
Coach, the last question before we let you go. We'd love to having you on.
Sure.
Hope to do it again next year for sure. But I want to ask you for the record. I don't know that we've asked you this. Do you want to be back? Do you want to coach this Capitals team next year?
Listen, we've had so many things go on in the last 3 years here. It's been something, and I've really enjoyed being here and coaching this team in my time for the 3 years. And right now, we're just focused on finishing the season strong and get a win tonight against New Jersey and try to end it was, like I said, it was a real grind of a year, a tough year with some of the things that have happened, the injuries, and then the trade deadline made it a little bit difficult. So it's been, like I said, it's been a bit of a grind. So we're just going to push through tonight, and then tomorrow we'll deal with everything here. So I hope we get a lot of fans coming to the building tonight. I'd really like to end the season on the right note, get a win, and then all those, we'll get to all those things in the summer. But right now we're just staying focused on the season.